go wake up school next time. Do that breaking spine. Okay, this is the one I've dreaded doing because this is wrestler's guillotine, Mongolian back crank, and the twister. I learned this as wrestler's guillotine first, and then the Mongolian back crank second, and then third it became the twister. So I'm going to show you how it's done in kind of catch wrestling and wrestling and stuff, which is where the move kind of was invented from. I wrote a great wrestling manual from the 1920s showing a gentleman doing this to someone else. I just wished he was smoking pipes in the video. Right, so I've got here and I've got one hook in. Okay, so I've got one hook in. The hook is stuck and I can't get this hook in. I can't do anything else. I can't turn him over. I'm reaching and pulling in here. Nothing's happening. So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to try and sneak this leg over the top of his leg. It doesn't actually matter if it goes over the top of his leg as long as it's hooked in here somewhere. Alright, he's keeping really tight. There's not a lot I can do. What I'm going to do, Graham wouldn't move to this, but most people will move to this. I'm going to start running my elbow down his ribs. And I keep running my elbow in and driving my elbow in. Normally what happens at this point, because they're human, is that the elbow will come up. And they'll try and do something about that. Yeah. As soon as that happens, I'm going to pummel both hands underneath and I lift the arm up. Alright? You have to do this. Okay? Because you have to be strong enough to be able to lift this arm up. Once I've got both arms underneath, I'm really strong. I put my elbow on his spine and I keep a bicep curl in there. If Graham tries to take the arm back, it's really not going back. It's kind of trapped in there. Alright, once I've got that in there, I'm going to grab his wrist and I'm going to push my arm through, which will push my head through. See how pushing my arm through pushes my head through? I grab behind the back of his head. So at this point, it doesn't matter if I fall over. I'm going to try and stay the right way up. But at this point, it doesn't really matter where it's going to end up because my hand, C-shaped, is on the back of his head. Alright, now I'm going to step up and I'm going to grab the top of his head. And literally all I'm going to do is pull his head to his groin. Yeah, it's a horrific neck crank. It's really horrific. We'll go through it one more time, just because I like it. So I've got my hook in. Can't do anything else, so I back step. My hook's in over here. It's on this side. I'm trying to go over his shin if I can. I start using my elbow, grinding it in here, being nasty. He lifts his arms up, pummel both arms under. I'm going to bring this arm up so that it's on the back, on his back with a bicep curl. Once it's here and it's safe, I grab his wrist, holding it really tight. This hand's going to pull through and push my head underneath the armpit. I'm going to grab his head. Okay, and I go as high as I can on his head without letting go. I'm going to step up and I go behind the back of his head. And then I pull his head to his groin. It's not really a twister. It's more of a, I'm going to rip your head towards your penis. It's quite nice.